Hey guys, hey, happy Thursday. It's Thursday blog day. Yay! Okay, so this week's blog, I just wanted to actually talk for a few minutes about the topic, even though I wrote a really long blog about it. And it comes from Marco, so I want to say thank you for posting those questions about being blocked. And what do you do when you're blocked? Do you need to know what the heck you're blocked about? Everybody talks about being blocked. Am I blocked? What if I'm blocked? And this is my whole point on the blog that I'm going to post, because I don't want you to get caught up in wondering if you're blocked. If you're not seeing something in your life, it's not happening, you feel like you're working really hard, and yep, been there, done that, doing that, right? I have things. I feel like we get caught in kind of this this run-on playing thing that we get more caught up in whether or not we're blocked versus really taking a pause to step back and say, what's not working? What could I do differently? What do I already know? What do I need to know? How ready am I? Because as you'll find out in what I post, it's that if you were ready, if everything was perfectly aligned, okay, then it would have happened already. But I want you to understand, if it hasn't happened yet, that doesn't mean that it wasn't meant to be. It means that timing is just a little bit off yet. And I know that frustrates us. It makes us feel like, when is this going to happen? I know what I want. I can feel it. It's all I can think about. But there are some steps in the process that we have to do to really bring that forward. We have to get really super clear about it. Saying something like, I want to be able to quit my job and be my own boss, is an awesome thing to want. Obviously your heart's in the right place. You want to do something you're passionate about, but there are a lot of details, to put that plan together and to be able to take action on a plan. You have to have those steps sort of laid out, and you also have to have that vision that's believable. And I don't know that we want the end result, but we're not always in a place where the end result is absolutely believable at this point, because I don't know what's going to happen from this point to the next point. So sometimes it's a matter of chopping and skimming those down, taking those little mini steps and saying, I can believe in this next step. I can believe in this next step. And I know that this can happen. Even if I don't see the full plan laid out, I can work on that piece, right? I can continue to work on myself. Who do I need to be to make that happen? If I think about, I'm going to use the quitting the job and being your own boss example. What qualities does a person like that have? And are we showing up as that person every single day? Are we showing up as who that is? Because, when you're a parent, let's say, you have to show up as a parent every single day. You really don't have a choice. You can't just say, you know what, today I'm just not into it. I'm a little overwhelmed. I'm not feeling it. I don't think it's really right. I don't know if it's right for me. I don't know if this is going to happen. And you don't just then kind of skip out and say, kids, I'll catch you later. In fact, there's a really funny commercial about that where they show the little toddler in the crib, and the dad pops in and he goes, I'm not really feeling up to it today, so I'm calling in sick. There are just some things. We just become a parent, right? But it doesn't happen overnight. When I found out I was pregnant, had I had that baby the next day and my first one, oh my God, I would have been so overwhelmed. But I had time to prepare and put the details together. So if you are feeling blocked, stop saying, am I blocked? Just stop saying that, because you're really setting yourself up to say, yeah, probably. I bet you are. Oh my gosh, I bet you're blocked. I bet there's something just so wrong. You're not getting it. You have this, this big, and we build this sort of story up to where it really gets believable sometimes. If you're feeling blocked, say, I don't like the way I'm feeling, but how could I look at this differently? How could I show up differently? What do I need to know? What could I practice? What could I get better at? Ask yourself really amazing questions so you get really amazing answers. And that way you show up very differently. Your brain will start to help you out. Could there really be blocks? Yeah, absolutely. If you have feelings that aren't right and they're bringing you down, or you doubt whether or not, it all boils down to doubt. I know a lot of people say fear too, but I think it really boils down to, I just don't know. I don't know. Is it possible? Is it me? And so, yes, there can be things, but I don't want it to be where you sort of get caught up in the idea of, I bet I'm blocked. What if I'm blocked? What am I going to do if I'm blocked? Instead of, well, I'm going to do what it takes to figure that out and to take some action to get that resolved so that I can move forward, that I'm always in control, no matter what it is. Even if I feel blocked, I'm always in control. And then you can move forward. And if you are, I put some questions in the blog. Answer those questions. Sit down and really give yourself some details to take a look at it. What is it that you think is stopping you from having what you really want, from being where you really want to be? And I'll bet you start with things like time and money, and then you're going to get a little deeper. And really, it always comes back to us. We can have what we want to have. Okay, we can go for it. We can put the details together. It's also a matter of timing, right? Those Olympians, we just had the Olympics a while back. They didn't just get up one day, decide to be an Olympian, and then show up at the events ready to compete. They were in training, practicing, working with their coaches, doing everything they could possibly do, getting the mindset, I'm a winner and I'm doing this. I'm going to have the best performance of my life. They visualize. I would bet you they competed thousands of times in their mind before they ever showed up to those events. That's what we have to do. We can hold each other accountable in a supportive way and saying, I really want to start practicing my big dream every day. I'm going to practice it. I'm going to visualize it. Every little moment I get, what is it going to be like? What will I feel like? Because I need to create that feeling now, not once I have that, then I can be happy, then I can be this, then I can be free. Then, a lot of things when I'm working with people, it all stems down to a couple things. And usually there's a big one. The people that I work with, they want freedom. They want freedom from the way they're feeling. They want freedom from their job. They want freedom from lack of money. They want freedom from a relationship. They want freedom from being hard on themselves. How can you create that feeling now? What can you do in your life? For me, it's having more fun, because I get so serious and I get so over-focused and I get sort of wound up like this on working. I got to do more. So I'm just practicing just being and having fun and enjoying. And I find that I wake up feeling more rested. This, as I always say, is a practice. It's not an event. We are all practicing this at whatever point we're at. But if you're feeling blocked, say, okay, that's the way I feel. Now what can I do about it? What can I ask myself to move me to a new place, to get my energy to a better rockin' state, at least get myself out of this feeling that I'm trapped and blocked and I don't know why, and what if I never figure it out and I'll never get what I want, because then those snowballs go and that's just a bad scene. So this is, if you feel blocked, acknowledge it, embrace it, now do something about it, right? And move from that icky feeling place where you feel trapped. Remember and remind yourself, I'm in control. And the part of the question too was, do I need to know what I'm blocked about if I discover that I have this block? I say yes, but I don't say that you need to know where it came from. You really don't, oh my God, how am I ever going to figure out how I got blocked? It doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is, this is where you're at. This is how you're feeling. Now you can take this and do something with it and move forward. So, we've all had things throughout our lifetime where somebody said this, or someone told us that we weren't good enough at that, and it sort of locks in. Again, this comes back to, here's my thought process. Is that supporting me? Is it rising me up? Is it encouraging me? Is it building me up? If it's not a good belief, and you have to restructure that. And that really comes from talking to yourself and thinking through, what is a better way for me to say that? Example, what if I don't have what it takes? Yeah, what if I don't have what it takes? And then your mind goes down that dark road. So if you have a thought like that, what if I don't have what it takes? What if I do? What if I can learn what I need to know so that I do have what it takes? What if I could find people in my life that are already doing what I want to do, and I could watch them and learn from them? What if I had more than what it takes? And what if maybe it took me a little bit of time to learn that it's not so instant, like I really, really want it, and I understand that there are things I want right here, right now. But being really truthful with myself, I don't know that I'm in a place to be really ready for those. So I'm going to work on building, structuring, getting prepared. Any big event, chances are you had lists and you put things together and you worked on the details and you pulled together your resources, and then you had the big event. This is the very same process. I compare it to planning a dinner party. You put the details together. So blocked is temporary. It's not forever. And it's not so deep-seated that you can't unblock yourself. Is it easier, more fun, and faster when you work with someone? It definitely is, because, you know, just like when I'm working with someone, I can see their blind spot. I can go, wait a minute, you're saying this, and I hear what you're saying, but what I'm feeling is this, and let's really talk about that. Let's open it up. Let's see, and then let's restructure. I'm losing my signal. So, okay, so I'm gonna wrap it up. But what I want to say, and hi ladies, if you're feeling blocked, just acknowledge it, embrace it, now do something about it. You're always in control. You have the power to restructure and reframe your mind. Remember, talk to yourself, don't listen to yourself. And if you need additional help, you're like, I'm done trying to do this by myself, I want to do the fun and the fast way, then send me the answers to your questions when you read them in the blog, and we'll get to work. We will get busy. I have coaches myself because I'm so attached to some of my stuff. I have some pretty strong stories too. We all get really attached to what we think is true, and the more that we tell ourselves this, the more real it feels. But reality is always what we create. So we can do this. We can do it together. I hope you have fun with always look at things like feeling blocked as an awesome, amazing opportunity to show yourself how amazing you actually are and what you can do with what you've been given. And you are never stuck forever. You are always in this process of learning and growing, and always growing into something even bigger and better. We're being prepared every single day. And let me just tell you, there is a plan for us. We're not just here just because or by accident. There's a bigger plan. There's a bigger plan for you and one for me. And I'm being prepared and trained every single day, just like you are, so that I can fulfill what that awesome, amazing plan is from above. And I thank the Lord above for that big plan, because I don't know that I could figure it out all on my own. I just am going to trust the process, and I'm going to keep working at it. And that's what I'm asking you to do. And I'm here to support you all the way. I love all the activity that's going on in the group, by the way, that everyone's just supporting each other. That's exactly the point of it. So yay! So that's it. I hope you have a great day and enjoy the blog. And just remember, you're always in control. You can always turn it around. All right, let's do this thing. Okay, bye for now.